Talking about ideal, it certainly wasn't an ideal fight for Amir Khan because he's no longer a world boxing champion. He lost his WBA and IBF light-welterweight titles on a points decision to the American Lamont Peterson in Washington, D.C. in the early hours of this morning. Khan had 2 points deducted by the referee for pushing, including one crucially in the final round, which proved decisive. I wonder what sort of setback that's going to be to Amir Khan when his all-up pre-fight talk was about moving up to welterweight if he'd won. Well, I've just been talking to Amir's father, Shah, who was, as ever, watching at ringside in Washington.
I mean, I must admit, if the referee had 2 points off Amir, he won the fight hands down, even against the referee as well as the opponent. I mean, Amir came over to me and after they said, something, I thought I did enough to beat the guy, but I think the referee was against me, and that's what cost me the fight.
But the fact was, the referee did keep warning Amir Khan, didn't he?
No, actually didn't warn him that many times. If you look at it, straight away, first deduction was literally straight away. He didn't even warn him. Yet he warned Peterson a number of times for keeping his head low, but he never took any points of him.
Were you surprised by Peterson's tactics? Because he certainly came after Amir, didn't he?
Oh, yeah, don't get me wrong. He was pushing him back, absolutely. I think that's what their tactic was, put him under pressure. But it wasn't the fight what cost him, it was the referee what cost him the fight.
There was no danger then that Amir underestimated Peterson, that he thought he was going to beat him, not simply, but it was going to be not a formality, but something that he could do comfortably?
No, I don't think he underestimated him at all, you know what I mean? And he accepted he was a tough guy, you know what I mean? He kept coming forward all the time. But, if the referee hadn't took any points off him, Amir won the fight.
How sore, how angry is Amir at the moment?
Well, he's just disappointed, I must admit. You know what I mean? That's all. He's not angry at anybody, but he's just disappointed because he thought he'd get a fair crack at it in Washington, home ground, local officials as well. But obviously he didn't. You know what I mean? And maybe that's the reason why. Even 18 years last time when there was a big fight here, and maybe it'll be another 18 years before they have a fight again.
He wasn't looking too far ahead because all the talk about, apart from being in great shape for this fight, was maybe moving up to welterweight, Floyd Mayweather, and so on.
No, absolutely. But, hopefully, we want to get this win out of the way. Hopefully, hopefully if he agrees to it. But in fact, he has agreed to it for a rematch. And hopefully on neutral ground, maybe Vegas somewhere,
How soon could that rematch happen, do you think?
Well, we're looking at the date of possibly 31st of March, you can speak to HBO if they've got that date available. We're up for it, definitely,
That's really kind, Shah. Thank you very much for your time.
Thank you very much.
That's Amir Khan's father. So Amir Khan lost. It's easy to blame the home crowd and the referee, isn't it? I mean, I watched the fight, and you have to say he started like a train, had Peterson down, but then in the middle of the fight was losing his way, finished strongly, but those 2 points were absolutely crucial.
It seemed in the build-up as though he believed it was pretty much won, and you wonder whether really he had his eye on Floyd Mayweather a bit. I mean, I believe he looked brilliant in the gym. But maybe his mind was running away, and he just needed to get the job done. I mean, I don't think it probably means that Mayweather may not be on the agenda down the line. But if this was going to be the beginning of him being really major in the States, then, well, it didn't go right.
But it's interesting that the rematch is already on. I mean, Peterson said exactly the same thing in the ring straight afterwards. Yeah, it'd be great to meet him again. He did really well, really impressed me. It was a great contest. If he wants it, we'll do it. Well, of course, Amir Khan, that's exactly what he wants. He stormed out of the ring. His father may say he's only disappointed. The way he stormed, that was anger, I have to say.
Yeah, no, he'll be absolutely steaming, won't he, with rage? And to get that on would be great. I think, Amir's emerging has emerged certainly as a genuine boxer of note, and I don't think this means by any means it's the end of Amir. I think he just needs the rematch and needs to get down to business again, and Mayweather could well be on the agenda.
He's learnt, as ever, all champions learn in adversity.